Man, when I see those pictures, I be really concerned. It bothers me because I love him. I love him like a brother, and I seen this transition, and I feel like as opposed to the media, talking down on him and this and that, and as opposed to a lot of these people that I see in these pictures with him, in the pictures smiling and acting like everything is normal. You could clearly look at this man's face and see something ain't right. And ain't none of y'all saying shit. And y'all saying y'all love him and y'all his friend. And what are you all doing to make things better? A lot of people was like, yo, GL, you went on the radio and you said this about Ye. Man, that was some real shit. You said the shit that everybody be feeling, but won't nobody say it. Of course I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because it needs to be said. I remember this young, vibrant, invincible dude who, no matter what people said he couldn't do, he just did it. He still does it to this day. He still has the power to do so. But from the photographs, it just seems like something is not right and something is not there. And it seems like, it makes me wonder, like, what have they done to him? And I don't know who they is, but it makes me feel like somebody did something to him, or somebody that gave him something, or slipped him a Mickey or something, because something ain't right, you know what I'm saying? So when people say it's not the old Kanye, it's not the old Kanye. He has evolved, but in the midst of him evolving, sometimes your evolution, it can have you evolve down a path of destruction. Or it can have you evolve down a path of creativity and building something, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, I feel like more so than people trying to judge him, I feel like people need to try to help him and get him some help because something ain't right, and I can see it clear as day. It's like Kanye's always been a sponge. So if you allow a sponge to be around different environments, it's a good chance that's what they're gonna absorb and that's what they'll become. These are the character traits that they'll take on. And I was reading in the 48 Laws of Power, if you ever want to retain power or seize power from someone else or get somebody to manipulate them to do whatever it is you want them to do, you definitely got to do everything in your power to remove those that love him away from him. And they did that. And now,
Right.
Yeah.
So do you think that it's drugs? Is it a personal substance problem? Is he bipolar schizophrenic? The egotistical Kanye that we see, was he always this way? Or did this just happen overnight?
Well, he's always been egotistical because, like, when you look at a person and you say they're arrogant, and people always say that Kanye was arrogant, but anybody who really understands people, that arrogance is simply a shield for insecurity.
That's right.
You're only arrogant because you have to tell yourself that.
Right.
You ain't even trying to convince everybody else. But due to the fact that you got to constantly tell yourself that you great, that you phenomenal,
right.
Man, that's because in some instances you might not feel that way. And if you can't motivate yourself, then who can? And what's wrong with empowering yourself? It's just some people have different tactics in which they use to accomplish this thing. So for me, I look in the mirror, I see God. I know that I can accomplish anything I put my mind to, and I just do it. Some people, they look in the mirror and they be like, man, this ain't what it's supposed to be. I know I can do better. So if this is what you're going through, you might have to be like, man, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, I'm God, I'm the creator, I'm woo-woo, I'm Steve Jobs, I'm woo-woo, you know what I'm saying? You gotta say that, you gotta hype yourself up to get it done. And for him, that formula works. So I don't see no flaw in it. And my thing is, you are only offended by another person's arrogance if you don't know who you are.
That's right.
I don't mind somebody saying they're great. I would much rather hear somebody saying they're great than to be walking around talking about I'm a piece of shit. I don't got shit going on. I'm fucked up. Oh, must be nice and all that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you the shit. Oh, it's good for you and all that. I don't even want to hear that shit. Empower yourself, man, because everything that is all began with a belief. there was a belief, and then action was applied to that belief, and then it manifested into reality. So you got to start somewhere. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. But when you say, do I think it's drugs, I saw in TNT when they was talking about he was addicted to painkillers or this and that. And at one point, I was around drugs a lot as a youth. I was around users, and I never did any drugs. All I do is smoke weed, and I did that since I was a kid. It's a plant, you know. No man-made substances, no illegal drugs. That was in my literature. I couldn't do that. So with that being said, I never did it. So I can't say what a person that is doing it, what they're going through, how their mind works, or this and that. All I can say is any form of addiction, if it's something that is detrimental to your well-being and your prosperity, then that is a mental illness. If you're addicted to something that can kill you, or something that makes you think a certain way that is non-productive, that's a mental illness, because that's detriment. Why would you embrace something that is detrimental to your well-being, you know? So it's a bit disturbing. Like, I know they were saying that he had a mental breakdown and this and that. And I remember when his mom, she was like, don't let them get my baby. Mm. She was like, protect my son. And I gave her my word that I would do that. But as things progressed down the line, I started seeing a lot of fuck shit start taking place and phony motherfuckers and this and that. And I never was a part of that. I never, like, people used to say, man, you cool as hell for an industry nigga. I never was an industry nigga. I was just of the industry. I was in the industry, but I wasn't of it. I wasn't no part of that. And I still am, mm-hmm. But I'm not, the cliche, typical type of dude. I got values, morals, and principles and teachings. I am a reckoning power of people bound by no means beyond measures. And I was that before rap took off. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have those type of things, and I know he got it because his mama was power to the people. And no doubt, she made you feel like you could accomplish anything. You ask Miss West how she doing, she'll be like, great, I'm doing great. She'll be loud as hell. You'll be like, hey Miss West, how you doing? Great. Like it was a movement, you know what I'm saying? So she harbored that type of energy of greatness, and she instilled it into her son. Somewhere down the line, man, this industry, it can get dark, and then when you're dealing with fame, more so than coke or anything else, fame is a hell of a drug, man. And when you see other people coming into the light in a space in which you only had for so long, man, it could be a lot of stuff going through your head. You never know. And then the people that you choose to be around, it's a good chance you're going to be a reflection of them. Mm-hmm. If all the people that you love, if you do things or say things or they come up with devious plots for you to piss your friends off and for them to not want to be around you, it's real easy for them to slide in. You know what I'm saying? And whatever their agenda is, they can manipulate you. And right now, I'm not there, so I don't really know, but I'm wise and I have understanding, so I can see. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do you feel about the Kardashians, or Kim Kardashian, his wife? Did you ever have a conversation about that with him?
The thing is, I don't feel about them. I've never watched the Kardashian show. Only thing I know about the Kardashians, what everybody knows about Kim early on. Mm-hmm. That was my introduction. I know that she married Kanye. Mm-hmm. I know that she be making apps for the iPhone and she'll make like $1 million some in minutes. Mm-hmm. I know that. I know she got that bag. Right. I know her brother is a simp. I know Black China hit his pockets, and she did what any great female philanthropist would do. You know what I'm saying? She seen it, she got to it, she attacked, and people were like, I can't believe she did him like that. Man, resources. She was resourceful. She saw a resource and she went in and pulled the resources out. What's wrong with that? That right there is something that you learn from the European mind. They go to different continents and rob them of their resources and set up companies and keep it moving.
And the little baby is a company low key.
She learned it. She learned it from the oppressor. So if you have a situation where you see like people say that the family or whatever, they go after guys with money and this and that, but it look like they got money too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if you see the son get played, that means that he wasn't paying attention. Because you should know the way the game go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't knock that. What else do I know about the Kardashians? Oh, I know that like anytime when they do anything that black women been doing for a long time, it becomes a trend. Like it becomes like really big.
Right.
Like, wow, the Kardashians got braids.
Right.
And then that become a thing when I just left Harold's and the lady they took my order with the mild sauce and fries. She had braids too. And she done had them same braids for the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So I think that they are really resourceful and they do what they gotta do to get to it. When I think of that brand, I just think of hustlers.